So here we go again. More young football players accused of rape. In just the last few months, we have talked about Steubenville, Vanderbilt, and now Vista Murrieta High School in Southern California.
Football practice at Vista Murrieta High School is missing one of its standout players. A 17-year-old and another player are accused of multiple sexual misconduct charges.
The acts did not take place on school campus, and they did not take place in conjunction with any school activities.
A spokesperson for the Murrieta Valley District says school officials alerted police when they got wind of the allegations.
School officials did gain some information from students, and they began an investigation, which was then turned over to Murrieta Police.
According to the Riverside District Attorney, all told, there are 6 alleged victims. 2 were allegedly raped, 3 held against their will. 1 was the victim of lewd behavior. All the victims are females. Their ages are not being released. The 2 suspects, both 17, are also students here at Vista.
It's all news to me. I didn't know anything about it. Of course, it's alarming.
This mother just enrolled her daughters here this year.
It's just sad. I'm sad because this is a really good school. My girls are new here.
Well, we have got Karen Paris from the Murrieta School District on the phone. Karen, first of all, how did you find out about these alleged rapes?
The first information that I received was from Lieutenant Conrad at Murrieta Police Department.
So the DA says that this was going on for nearly a year. Are you saying that no one knew anything for a year? No other players, coaches, teachers, anyone at that school?
The actions of the students involved were not reported to the school, either formally or informally, until August 28th.
So is it possible a coach knew something, other players knew something, and they were covering this up?
No, it's my understanding that the victims did not report the incidents that had taken place to anyone at the school, either formally or informally.
So have the players been kicked off the team?
The players are indefinitely suspended. One of them chose to quit the team of his own accord. The other one is indefinitely suspended.
So, Karen, how is the school going to deal with the rest of the players and the coaches? There's obviously a discussion that has to be held with the team.
Well, what I can tell you is that the actions of these 2 students certainly don't represent the 3,500 students at this school who are doing the right thing every day, nor do they represent the school's mission of class, which is character, leadership, attitude, scholarship, and service. And those principles permeate the culture of the campus, both in the classroom and on the athletic field.
Karen, I appreciate you calling in. Karen Paris with the Murrieta School District there. Also, both Steubenville and Vanderbilt, there was 1 victim. At Vista Murrieta, police say there are 6, all students, all underage. At least one of them might have been under 14 years old. I'm going to throw it to you guys. How have these guys not learned anything?
There has to be an outcry. So in most rape cases, it's initiated by the victim having some type of outcry, either to a parent, either to a friend, and then the friend in turn goes to the officials. So there has to be an outcry. Obviously, that hadn't been done until it was cumulative. So that's how it can go undetected. We have to take that off the institutions.
You've got 3 boys, though. There's something going on here with these boys. Why do these boys think that this is okay?
Here's my thought. I think that there is a lack of conversation beyond the birds and the bees. I think we talk about what sex is, but not how to handle sex as an adult. The conversation has to go far beyond just the act of sex. It has to go to sexual violence, about respecting each other, and how to treat your partner if you do engage in sex. Abstinence only, not okay. You need to talk beyond abstinence, beyond just STDs and pregnancy. We have to talk about relationships with people and how you treat one another.
We're talking about a generational situation, though, because our generation is totally different than this generation these young people are in. Listen to the music they're listening to. Look at the videos that they're looking at. So what is sexually behavior that is acceptable on their level, and their experience is going to be different from ours. It doesn't make it right or wrong, but it's what they're familiar with.
Bradford?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're assuming that they're guilty. We have no idea what the facts and circumstances are of the case. They've said that this went over a year period of time, and these girls never told anyone, never spoke up, never said a word. No one from the football team said anything. These kids have character references that to me, seem very legit in terms of that they were outstanding students, that they were always calm, they didn't display anything. You know, we need to know more facts before we jump in and, like everybody else, jump on the bandwagon, like in the Duke case, and say these are the worst players in the world, these are the worst kids in the world, before we know actually what happened and what the facts and circumstances are in the case.
Point well made. And both boys are expected in court today. The hearing for one of them is open. The other is closed to the public. I can tell you we will definitely follow this story.